Alright, guys. Last
Can't touch this. Can't touch this. What? Did I do something?
One of those episodes, isn't it? Alright, anyway, guys. Last time in this episode...
Can't touch this.
No. Well, few things have happened. One, I did not get this monster manual, but...
Library.
Yeah, the library was nice enough to lend it to me. So yeah, the other two books are mine, the Dungeon Master and the Player's Handbook. Currently, I do not need the Player's Handbook. If those guys need it, they can have it. I don't know what they would use it for.
I don't either.
Alright, guys. So, it's been like 1, 2, 3 months since we played last. Right? Something like that. It's been a while, alright? Since we did this adventure. And, have we decided a name for this yet?
Sure.
The weird quest.
The weird quest.
The very loud and
I like how you said that with absolute seriousness.
The very loud and obnoxious quest.
Can't touch this. What?
That's what I mean. Alright, guys, so, these two have convinced me. I thought it was... What's your name again?
Me?
Yeah.
Ivor Burst.
Ivor Burst. And
I'm not even sure this was the guy I was using.
What's this guy's name?
No.
I spent like 10 days making this guy and doing every single thing possible.
He went overboard. Alright, guys, so we have... Can I just call you Ivor?
Look how... No, that Burst is my last name.
I'm calling you Ivor.
I'm a human.
I'm not.
What?
I'm an elf.
He's an alien, Zachary.
No, he's an elf. I created that with him.
Can't touch this.
Alright, guys.
Don't you get these?
Guys, last time on this quest, one of these two got captured. I do not remember which, so we're just going...
I don't either.
We're going with Dylan, because...
Why don't you rewatch the video?
Because that takes too much time.
Probably. Yeah.
Alright, anyway. Alright, so guys, it's a very simple. So, I left on this war, I left the video saying to Tyler, there's a commanding voice that says, who are you? Like, you're walking along this tree, Tyler. You're walking along. Tyler, listen, look.
Yeah.
Look at me.
That's great.
Look into my eyes.
That's awesome.
I will slap you.
What?
Look into my eyes.
Why?
Because I need to tell you this important information that
I will control you.
Listen.
What?
So you're walking along the passage, like you're in a forest and you're walking along this like passage route, right?
Get me an 18. What? Did I do something wrong?
Knock 2 dice off the table. All right. Anyway.
I got him.
Good. Tyler, this very commanding voice shouts at you like it's.
What else?
No.
That was way of doing it.
Let go. Let go. I'll put it. I'll short you.
Or literally.
I'm gonna make the camera go weird.
No, I will slap you. I will literally slap
It doesn't even reach that far. No, I'm not going to. Everybody wants to
Listen.
And no, they would still be able to hear.
Listen and watch. All right, Tyler. You're walking along this little pathway in the forest, and this very commanding voice that shouts at you. Now, I remind you, I never said the time of the day, did I? All right, the time of day is like it's like nighttime.
I thought I was captured.
Nope.
Make up your mind. Who wants to be captured?
Me.
I don't care.
Okay, Dylan's captured. Alright, Dylan, you literally do nothing heroic, and Tyler looks like the big, great heroic dude.
Yay!
Anyway, Tyler, it's like dinner time, like 6, 7 o'clock, right?
You're hungry.
Past my bedtime.
I don't care. Alright, it's like 6, 7 o'clock at night. Dylan's captured. Dylan will come to your turn in a bit. Tyler, you're walking along this route, and you hear a very commanding voice coming out to you. It sounds like it's coming from the left. And it says,
Can't touch this.
no.
No.
No. It says, trespasser, what business do you have here?
I say, I'm eating your mom.
It says, no, stop. It says, and then it pauses, and it's like, your what?
Your mom.
My mom's dead.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I can't eat her now.
Yeah.
Anyway, bye. And then I stroll right past into his territory.
An arrow shoots. It comes flying out of the forest, and it lands literally about a foot in front of you. And then the commanding voice says again, "Hey, I told you not to shoot until we know who this guy is." And he's like, "Sorry."
Wait, another voice?
Yeah, there's another one. And it's like this really high pitched scream that says, "Sorry, I made you." Like it's high pitched. It's still boy.
I think it's Zachary.
It's not me.
Zachary's in the game.
Continue.
Zachary is a high-pitched voice.
Wait.
Give
me a second. Give me a second in the monster manual. Tyler, what would you like to do?
Can't touch this.
That is not an option.
I like to sing Can't Touch This and point at myself.
Okay, I thought so. Alright, sorry, I'm not talking.
Can't touch this. Dylan, why are you eating a dice?
Because they're yummy.
Don't eat my dice. It's disgusting.
You didn't get Dylan his own dice. Alright,
Did I mention it's disgusting?
Tyler, so you strolled past, the high-pitched scream said sorry. Now, would you like to intrude or would you like to continue?
What?
Would you like to talk in front of them?
I like talk with them.
What?
Talk with them.
Alright, what would you like to say?
Can't touch this.
Alright, so let me get this straight.
Can't touch this.
Let me get this straight.
Yeah.
So you just stop in the forest.
Yardstick. That's a straight.
Stop.
Now you have
You
it
just
straight.
stop in the forest and you're just like, can't touch it, and you start shuffling your feet and go.
Yeah.
Alright, Tyler, the arguing.
They know me. They now know me as the can't touch this guy. Can't touch
Tyler,
this.
Tyler, the commanding voice, like the arguing immediately stops after you start singing, and just stares at you. Like, what in the world?
Can't touch this.
They
Can't
say,
touch that.
say what in the world? And then you're still dancing, correct?
Yeah.
You're still dancing, and then another arrow zooms past your nose, and like the tree's like about this far away from you, and it like knocks into that tree. What would you like to do, or if anything?
What spells do I have?
He's probably gonna kill him. Can't touch this.
Don't.
It's a metal detector!
It is.
Can't touch it.
Dylan, stop.
Can't touch you.
Would you like to do anything?
Can't touch it.
Can I tell you about my spells quick before we continue? So what I can do is
Tyler,
I can,
will you roll up for initiative?
no. I didn't.
Where is your initiative?
Initiative?
10?
Yeah.
Alright, I need to roll.
My initiative is always.
Dylan, is your initiative 10?
My initiative is 19.
Yeah, he got higher initiative. Alright, mine's 5. Mine's terrible. Alright, so like for battle. Alright, continue.
My turn.
No, like what? You're telling me about your spells.
My cantrips I can always do whenever I want.
Yes.
I have Firebolt and Mage Hand. And Minor Illusion.
Alright.
I don't even know what Mage Hand does, so we can look in here.
Okay. Anything else?
For first level spells, I have 2 slots. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 first level spells, but I only have 2 spell slots. So I can choose. So it would take like a couple hours, but I could memorize 2 of those spells. I can memorize 2 of those spells at a time.
Alright.
But it would take a couple hours.
Alright, would you like to do anything?
So I only have my cantrips right now.
Yes, what would you like to do? If anything. An arrow just flew past your nose and smacked into a tree.
I want to do minor illusion. Which is basically just, if I roll high enough, I can make an illusion that's like, I can make an illusion that...
Alright, well, wait, before you roll, what would you like to do? Like,
It's just an illusion that's like...
What illusion would you like to do? Just, tell me. Like, what illusion are you aiming to do? Like, if there was, like, if I said, say it, I won't make you roll for dice, do it, what would you do? Like, if you could choose.
I would make an arrow, come out of nowhere and then go right near him and then disappear. The illusions can't actually do anything.
Alright. Tyler, you have to succeed my dice. Okay, you have to succeed a 13. If you succeed a 13, it will look exactly... Just roll and I'll tell you. Alright. 16. Alright. This is what happens. So, an arrow flies. I'm gonna say, Tyler, an arrow flies from the trees on the... So, the arrow that actually came was on the left. Now, the minor arrow came from the right and just went flying from the forest, right?
Wait, what?
From the forest. You're in the middle of the forest.
Wait, restart. What happened after I rolled the 16?
You're in the forest. On the left side, Tyler. No. I will take that from you. Tyler, on the left side, the actual arrow came through and smacked you like from this far away. Like and it was like that close to your nose. Alright, and then like this next arrow that you illusion came flying out of the trees. And snap and like hit like you hear it go whooshing, Tyler. For like, well, not whoosh, but like you hear it. Like I don't know what sound an illusion makes. We'll say it sounds like. Yeah, we'll say it sounds like wind.
Minor illusion does come with minor sounds.
All right, then we'll say it sounds like an arrow whistling, and it comes through like with a whiss, and then you hear it stop, but like just before it stops, you hear this the commanding voice yell, like ah! Like woo! like bring, and then like you hear a bam, like a heavy foot, or heavy something slamming on the ground. And then immediately after that, he says, "What kind of magic is this? This is no arrow." And like right after that arrow came.
No, I wanted it to like poof into thin air when it was like that close.
Tyler, like, but immediately as it like came, like, so he's standing and then a tree's like right behind him. Like he lifted up his foot just to see, hope it wasn't hit this, and it like smacks the tree, and like he reaches down like about to grab it, but like as he's like about to grab it, it just disappears, and he just picks up leaves. He's like, "What kind of magic is this?" and just chucks the leaves in the air.
Wait, what happened?
Are you deaf?
Wait, so the arrow came at him, and then the illusion was like this close and then fell to the ground.
Tyler, you weren't listening. So Tyler, he's standing like this, okay? Like this. Like,
I can't see him though.
I know. You want to know what happened. So he's standing like this with his giant weapon. Alright, I'm just saying it's giant, alright? Like this. Don't get your feet off the table.
It's a stab.
Why do you have a stab?
Tyler, he has this giant weapon, alright?
Can't touch this.
Tyler, the giant slam that you heard was him actually dropping his axe. I'm saying it's an axe, but it's not an axe, right? It's something else. I actually know what it is. So Tyler, it comes flying now. Like, Tyler, it's gonna hit his. If it was an actual arrow, it would smack him in the ankle. All right. Tyler, listen though.
No, I wanted it to go at his head.
Well, you didn't specify.
I did actually. I
Did
said
you?
I wanted to get this close to his nose.
I never said his nose.
Well, yeah, no, I did.
That's not how it works.
Zachary, I made the spell. I control what happens.
You can do another one.
And I specified it in my head.
Not to me. Anyway, Tyler, I want to tell you what happened with this one. This one, Tyler, it came for his ankle, alright? This time. And, like, it embedded itself, well, not really embedded, but if it was actually, embedded himself in his, like, here somewhere, alright? But came, Tyler, he lifted his foot up, and, stop. Tyler, he lifted his foot up. Tyler, you listening?
Mm-hmm.
He lifted his foot up. He dropped his axe in the scare axe thing, and then he was about to grab his foot because he thought it was an actual arrow and smacked himself in the foot. He yelped because he was surprised, but then he saw the arrow like just sticking in the tree. Well, sticking, but really like hovering in the air.
No, I wanted it to disappear.
I
when it
know.
got that
Listen.
close. It didn't disappear, though.
No, because Tyler, the thing's like this far away from him.
Oh.
Yeah, and as he's reaching down, like he doesn't have very good eyesight, just so you know. Like the thing, like, and as he's groping for it, and then like then he hears like as in the illusion disappearing, and then he like lifts up leaves, thinking it's the arrow, but then he's like, "What magic is this?" and then chucks the leaves in the air. Okay, what would you like to do? Would you like to summon another arrow?
I want to summon a whole bunch of arrows.
Okay, succeed a, just roll.
17.
Okay, close enough. I was gonna say succeed in 18, but you got to 17. Alright, about, 10 to 15 arrows, so about 13, 12 arrows come flying out of the trees.
And I'm aiming for his face.
Okay.
But they disappear. But they go, and then they go right through him and then disappear.
So, like, about 15 to 20 arrows just come flying out, like, literally out of the trees. Like, at him. He's like, ah! But this is an ah and confused at the same time, because, like, some of them are just, like, passing through trees and stuff. It's like, huh? But then he hears of them smacking against the tree, and he thinks they actually smacked against his face. He, like, opens his eyes. And then he sees, like, the feather part still there. He's like, what? And he's like, and then they disappear. He's like, what? No. And then he lifts up his giant thingy and, like, stamps his foot and it, like, shakes the whole forest. Some leaves drop. He's like, what magic is this? Tell us who you are and what you want, or I'll slaughter you myself and eat you for dinner. Speaking of which, I'm hungry. Go make food. Like he tells the other guy, go make food.
And then
Wait, before you say anything, you hear a very high-pitched scream, the same one, well, not scream, but the same high-pitched voice you heard earlier, say, okay, and then run away. Tyler, alright, now what would you like to say? He says, skate.
Are you a friend or an enemy?
Well, you just shot about 14 to 15 arrows at me that were actual illusions. So, are you a friend or an enemy?
I don't know.
You'll hear a very large bang of a foot. And you hear another, and another, and another, as if they're coming towards you. And they are.
And then I say, if you attack me, you can see. And then I say, if you attack me, you'll see just how real my illusions can be.
You hear 6 more giant footsteps. And you can just see his eye. One eye. Not in the center. You can just see one eye. Wait a second. I think it's blue. Let me go to the monster menu. I'm picking a monster from here, by the way. Like, I know. Never mind. You see one, yes, green eye staring at you. Like just one eye. That's all you can see. Just staring at you like a glare. What would you like to do?
Are you a Cyclops?
He says. Now it's like an actual glare. It's like, you dare say I'm a Cyclops, and you hear a giant like a grunting, and like just the tip of a sword, you think it is, like just rises just above the leaves, and you hear as he's taking down a swing, and it literally just cuts like 20 trees in half. That are right in front of him. And then you see.
If this guy's what I think he is, I'm dead.
It's not a Cyclops. You're gonna freak out. Dylan, you can't see this.
Why?
Because these are the people who captured you. This thing. With a sword. Like a huge sword. And Tyler,
So it's a monster. Is it want to kill me?
it's actually a neutral evil, so it's not happy that it's where you are, as in if in the forest.
Isn't my turn yet?
So close. Alright, I just need Tyler to interact with this thing and see what he does. Alright, so Tyler. This thing comes, you see it. What would you like to do? Wait, I need to show the camera people. This is the thing Tyler sees. Alright, this guy. Alright. Good.
I walked over and shake his hand and said, "How you doing? Let's be friends."
I give you an idea of how big this guy is. He's like about 6. Well, not 6. He's about 8'5".
I don't see that guy.
I can still reach his hand, right?
Alright, so you walk over to his giant hand, you shake it.
It's a giant.
How tall am I?
I know what those guys are.
I'm 5'2".
Wait, let me see. Does it say how tall they actually are?
I can probably reach his hand.
Alright, Star, you walk over. Star, you walk over and try to shake his hand, alright? Stop it!
Wait, how come I can only magnet it?
Mine.
Hey, I was using it. Give it back.
You are not paying attention.
I'm taking these.
Stop taking my pencil.
Trade you.
No.
No, I'm keeping them.
Alright, you can have them. I have my own. Alright, so Tyler. Thanks. Tyler.
Who is that?
Tyler.
Who's
Tyler, you're back. What you do now will determine basically Dylan's life. Dylan could literally die without basically even doing anything. But then again, if you say the right words, he may survive. Tyler, sit up. Please. Alright, you're looking at this guy, you walk over to him and you shake his hand, right?
Yeah.
You walk over, you grab his giant hand, and it's heavy. It's 20 pounds. And you go, "Nice to meet you, sir. My name is Ivor. What's yours?"
Yeah.
The guy's completely shocked. He's like, "What?"
You want to be friends?
Us blank, like what they are. I can't say it because Dylan's here. No offense. Do not have friends or allies.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
You hear a slither. You hear a slither of something coming back to you in some unseen language that you cannot hear. And then you hear the guy that you shook hands with talk as well. After about 2 minutes of them speaking, he turns back to you and says, "Fine." And he gives this smile. "We'll be friends." And then he says, "Follow
This guy's
me."
so gonna kill me.
And then he walks towards.
No, and then
he
I
walks
say,
into the forest.
and then I say, "Okay, now that we're friends, I guess I'll just pass in your territory. Bye."
He chucks this giant. He lifts up his giant sword and chucks the thing, and this thing's 4 feet by 9, almost. It's a giant sword, and it just embeds itself in the dirt, blocking your path. And
I'll walk around it.
And he says, "Please, Come with us. And he gives us a very creepy smile.
And then I say, okay, bye. I'm just gonna go back the way I came by.
He walks over to you and just grabs you and lifts you up. He's like, come on, we'll be friends.
Okay.
And then he sets you on the ground. Now follow me. And then he picks up his sword. And then he gives a big frown with a glare and he says, or else.
And I say, okay, I'll take that or else.
And he starts walking to the forest. You follow?
No. This guy's too creepy.
What would you like to do? Dylan, I'm not
I wanna walk. I wanna go forward and walk into his territory, like not follow him, but continue on the path, looking for Dylan.
I can give you a hint, Tyler.
What?
I'm trying to get this guy over with you because after this, it's Dylan's turn. What Dylan does and what you do may reunite each other, but you need to cooperate. You're proving to be difficult.
I don't want to follow this guy. He's too scary.
Okay, fine. Then Tyler, after he doesn't notice that you did that, and he walks back into the forest, and then you see another one of these guys come out. But he's he's a bit smaller. He's about your size, all right? He's about your size, all right, Tyler?
Okay.
And he says, and it's a girl this time. And it says, "Come on, come with us."
This is gonna be terrifying.
What do you do?
I'm gonna say no.
And then Tyler, this time, he says, "Please, come with us."
It's a she.
Yes.
And then I say no.
She turns to a frown and just grabs your arm and just drags you through the forest. He's like, I've had enough of you. He's like, I've had enough of you, and just drags you through the forest. Would you like to do it tonight?
I'm gonna.
Dylan, I remind you, what Tyler does will literally prevent his death or not. Either way, you'll live. Like, whatever Tyler does. I mean...
Either way, I'll live, and either way, die will live.
Okay, I'm coming with him now.
So you're just letting this lady drag you
I
around.
don't really care. It's better than walking. I'm too lazy to walk.
Now you're being dragged on the dirt. With this very... Alright, I'll leave. Alright, Dylan! It's your turn. Guess what?
Where am I?
Dylan, last time we had this conversation, you were knocked out. You were you had a bag over your head. You had two tiny peepholes that you really couldn't see out of, but they were for you so you could breathe. All right.
Okay.
Now, Dylan, you wake up to being dragged through grass. It feels like grass and like a mix of. It feels like a mix of like grass and loosened dirt. All right.
Okay.
You're being dragged and then you're chucked like this giant guy just yeets you into a pole and then you just bam into a pole and you just fall on the ground. You weren't hurt or anything, but like it wasn't exactly nice. Alright, and you just fall on the ground, alright? And then the bag is ripped off your head. And now I can show you, Dylan. You look around and the first guy you see is the guy that's standing in front of you, who looks like this. Alright? He looks like a bottom part human, top part snake, alright? Alright? And he says, and then he raises his fist and he points at you and says, "You wandered into our territory. We do not like people in our territory. Do you know what we do to people that come into our territory?" He doesn't even wait for you to answer. He just says, "We eat them," and then he raises his fist, and you just hear this chanting behind him, "Eat, eat, eat, eat," and then you hear, and then it's a mixture of people pounding on the table and yelling food, 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 and it just all turns into food, 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 and then.
I'm gonna say, well, I'm not the only one who wandered into your territory if I did.
And he says, You aren't. And then another one of these, but it's like a girl. Comes. No, not a girl. Another guy. It's shorter, about 5 feet. Comes flying out of the forest and says, and then like starts like doing this weird little jumping jack session. He goes like, oh, we found another dude in our forest, yeah. Like freaking out and stuff, and like sweating a lot, and then one of these guys just comes over and just slaps the guy across the face.
I'm gonna say, see, I told you.
And the guy who you originally saw, just pulls out this like giant sword, like it's a normal sword though.
Do I still have my crossbow?
You do not. You have nothing. Would you like to find out where it is?
Yeah.
Great. Here's paper. Roll for
What?
perception, wisdom. Don't just roll. Take the 20-sided dice. Take it. Roll. 14. Let's see. Wisdom. Plus. Does that say 6? That's not 6. That's like. That's plus 0. And that doesn't make sense because Dylan's charisma is plus 4. And that's that's it. All right, yeah, that's right. All right, Dylan. You think you see, Dylan? You see a glimmer of light, like metal reflecting across off of the sun, but it's the moon. It's the moon reflecting off of your crossbow.
Where is it?
And you look and you see it's about on the table. So Dylan, about like here, like it's they're about half shapes of just snake boots sitting down at the table, all right? And then you see about like over here, there's a table with your stuff on it.
Can I have that?
No, I'm using it to point out where stuff is. And this is where this is where you are on a giant post about this tall, like a person is about this tall. This is a tall post, and you're just tied to it with the snake person about here, right?
Okay.
So yeah, what would you like to do? You can try to get out or what?
I'm gonna say, before you eat me, can you get that other guy? I sure wanna see him.
Wait, what?
I wanna see him because I wanna see him because he failed his first try on his first turn to get me. He barely did anything. My saying, don't touch me.
He says, sure, and then he looks at the snake that came out. It's like rubbing his cheek because like I just backhanded him.
Can't touch this.
And then, Tyler, all right, wait, Dylan, but and then that's where we'll stop your turn, Dylan. All right, and then we'll go back to Tyler. All right, Tyler. Now you're in the forest being dragged along by the snake lady. What would you like to do? You're just being dragged.
I want to break free from her grip.
Okay. Well, you have to succeed a 16. You're like, yeah, like a fish.
Okay, I'll
like
try
a
again. It's 19.
All right, I'll put that at a 15 because you failed the first time. So you're like, yeah, first time, and you're like, ah! and then the lady stops and looks down at you like, what? No. And she says,
I'm gonna try again. No.
Stop.
I'm gonna try again. No, that doesn't count either. Where's another one?
Stop rolling.
Oh man, I rolled all of them. Alright, let's roll this one. I'll all of them together. Okay. Well,
Tyler.
Oh, 20!
Great, Tyler. Can I tell you what happened?
Can't touch this.
So, Tyler, this lady looks at you like, what in the world? And you're like, and she's like, are you trying to be a fish? And then you do another flop that's like,
Can't touch
Tyler,
this.
and then you're like, and she's like, You did. And then you do and then Tyler, as you do that, like you're moving like in this weird position, and you just drag her arm up, and you're like flying up. You think you're flying up after a while, Tyler, you realize that she's just lifting you up, and she just looks at you like, why? Alright, what would you like to do?
I want to pretend to be dead.
Alright, so 1 minute you're just staring her in the eye, and now you're like, and this is what she does. She grabs you and just chucks you into a tree. She misses, and you go flying into the forest and land by some leaves. She's like, oops, and then she quickly runs after you. What would you like to do?
I want to keep playing dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Then she runs after you, and she's like shaking the forest. And every time she walks, you're like boom, 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 like hopping almost, like about this far off the ground. She's like new, and then she catches up to like where she thinks you are. She's about 20 feet away from you. She's like, where are you? And then she like jumps, and you go like woo, bam, and she's like, oh, there you are. And then she runs over and grabs you, and she's like, you dead. And then she takes you, and she just Tyler, her ear is about as big as your stomach, just so you know. Well, no, her ear is about like as big as like
this guy.
No, your head.
Oh.
So she just takes it, and like she tries to. So she puts her ear inside your chest. Well, like inside, like she's like your stomach is like pressed against your spine right now, and she just like.
I want to hold my breath.
Alright, so you're holding your breath. And she just like, no heartbeat. And then she looks at you and she's like, I think you're dead. And she pauses and she says, and then she runs back to the trail. And where she meets up with this other girl, a girl snake, and says, are these things supposed to be turning purple and red? and then
I want to unhold my breath.
Alright, she's like, and she's like, nope, that thing's still alive. And she's like,
I want to say I'm totally a dead corpse. Don't mind me.
you say I'm a totally dead corpse. Don't mind me. And she's like, yeah, you're not dead. And she just takes you, and then she just takes your hand and goes, bam, bam, boom, and she just starts slapping your face repeatedly. All right. Would you like to do anything?
I did it,
Tyler, what would you like to do?
I want to use my firebolt cantrip.
Okay. On who?
All of them.
You can't do that. One target.
They go.
Can I fire too?
Sure.
Can't touch this. Both of them probably failed.
Alright, the one Tyler, you're just like, and like this little puff of smoke, and she's like, you half dragon. And then Tyler, you just like, and then Tyler, it like this giant bolt of water fire comes flying out, and she's just watches. These guys fireproof by any chance? No, of course not. Alright, and then the other woman,
Wait, which one of these?
These guys. These guys are like colossal.
Oh.
These guys are the guys that are looking at you. Alright? Anyway.
How is this guy a girl?
I'm saying that guy's the guy, but like this one's the girl. Now sit back down.
Makes no sense.
Sit. Okay.
Did all of them have that?
What?
That sword.
No.
It looks like a very broken sword.
Sit it. Alright, Tyler, listen. So the girl
Can't trust this.
Tyler, the girl's like, aw, that's cute, you're half dragon. And she just takes this.
And then I want to do another one.
Okay,
Another
this is your last one.
20.
This she's like taking this cloth thing to put around your mouth so you can't do it anymore. The thing just goes flying out and disintegrates the cloth.
And it does 1d10 fire damage.
Alright, roll a d10. Well,
this-
wait, no. Roll D4 because it burnt the cloth. We'll say it did a little damage to her head. Yes, 4.
4.
So Tyler, so it completely disintegrated, and then it started burning her hand. She's like, ah! and then she realizes her hand's on fire, so she's like, but Tyler, so as she's like this, so Tyler, she's like this. You disintegrated the cloth, and then you burnt her hand. She dropped you and was like, and then like, you drop to the floor. You take one damage because you fell from about 3 feet and slammed your.
It's only 3 feet.
It's about to fall to the ground.
So
if I picked you up and dropped you from the site, you wouldn't be hurt.
I'd be fine.
Okay, sure. Dylan, we're gonna make note of that, Tyler. Like next time, like you want to do something important, we're gonna be like. You're gonna be like, I'm invincible. I'm gonna be like, Tyler, we dropped you off of 3 feet. Alright, now I'm just gonna stop talking. Alright, Tyler. Alright, so
Can't touch it.
Tyler, shush. So
I'm gonna try to make a minor illusion of their captain walking over to her and saying, "You should release this guy."
Tyler, you're on the floor.
I don't care. I can still do minor illusion.
Alright, do it.
I wanna make him walk. I wanna make an illusion of him walking over, and I wanna be able to control what he says. Okay.
Mhm.
Of their captain. Their that other guy that walked away. 14.
Alright, slight problem, but. Alright, no. So you create the thing, and it's so like it's completely silent, but then out of nowhere, you hear. Release that man immediately, and then both girls just turn around. They're like, where'd you come from? And then tell her, but here's the slight problem.
What?
Then that exact same guy comes flying out of the forest towards you guys. He's like, boom, boom, boom. And she's like, girls, why are you startled? The captain wants that guy back there
And then I want my illusion to say, that's an imposter. It's an illusion that this guy's making. Destroy it.
The minute your illusion says that, that guy's just looking blankly at like. And then he takes his giant hand, puts it through his stomach, and it goes complete through. He's like.
And then my illusion goes awkward.
And then all 4 of them look at you.
I'm like, I totally didn't do that.
The illusion is looking at you for what to do, but then the minute after that, the captain's looking at you. Then both girls are looking at you. And then you say, I totally didn't do that. And she's like, and then the woman's like,
I had nothing to do with this.
The woman's like, can we just get this over with? I want to eat both of them. You hear both of them. You don't realize Dylan's out there. Would you like to do anything? What?
I'm looking for Mage Hand to see what it does.
Mage Hand?
Maybe it'll help me.
Sit in your seat.
Why?
Because it's almost your turn.
Yeah.
Like literally after Tyler does this and after like all Tyler needs to do is cooperate. They're gonna drag him to the camp.